The following content might not be suitable for younger audience. Multiple insults, profanities, references to intelligence, wealth of opinion, and plain stupidity might take place. Proceed with caution. You have been warned.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to M&B Show or B&M Show, whichever you like want to call it, because Brandon thinks he's better than me, so B has to be in front and not M.
Yeah.
You know what? Last time or a few times before, we showed you our creep. Well, our creep is an update, or should I say, an upgrade. So before we begin our usual topics, and actually not usual topics, we have a bunch of exciting topics which will be compiled by our Brandy here and a bit by me. Let's just show you our crib and what we did to it. We don't record this day by day. We just kind of... Actually, we kind of do record it day by day sometimes, right?
Well,
It changes so much in those hours. Stupid cow. Tricks are for kids. But anyway, first update. Look at our dog kennel, right? Look how big it is. And look how many wolves we got.
Yeah, that's 11 in total.
It's your category. Come on, go describe it. What are you doing all the way over there?
I am commanding my wolfie to shoot at... Or no, sheep.
Let's talk about them.
Okay, well guess what? Here's Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Donner, Cupid, Comet. We don't have a Rudolph. We kind of need a Rudolph.
We have a Dick right here. Dick and Jane.
Yeah. It's okay, Jane.
This is Bob. Bob the sheep.
Papa.
I was about to kill it too. To continue our little tour, here's our garden. It kind of got expanded. We've grown sugarcane for all of you diabetics, so you can eat them and die in peace.
Yeah.
There's no better death than sweet death. A kiss of sweetness, death. Yeah, white sugar is sweet death, whatever. We also have my wonderful tree garden here with trees for midgets or too tall for their own good. We do not criticize trees by the size of their trunk. We only criticize by their width. And believe me, it's better to have it showed than something very thin and not thick.
A pencil.
Thickness brings pleasure. As you can see, we also have a buttload of this wonderful bamboo-like sugarcane. Here's usually was wheat, but today we're going to be growing sugarcane too. Because, you know, sugarcane is like a bouse. You might have noticed a lot of new buildings. How about we're going to show them inside of our crib? What we should call it? The Pimp Town. We're going to call it Pimp Town. How about that?
Well, if you insist.
Well, you have a better idea?
Let's see. The Keep.
The Keep? Okay, the Keep of the Pimp. How about that?
Oh, sure. Fine.
The Pimpin' Keep. Fine, there, the Pimpin' Keep. So anyway, let's go check the inside. Let's go check the inside. Stupid sheep. Wool is for me. Either. So as you can see, this is a great hall. It's got upgraded with multiple stones and multiple nice areas. We also would like to show you our entrance to our underworld or netherrealm. Here's our wonderful, delicious, exciting, what do you call it?
The Nether Portal.
That's the part where you make another joke about it.
You mean the big asshole that leads down to nowhere but insanity?
Anybody's hungry because I really want some grilling done. But yeah, this is our nether portal. We're not gonna go in there. It's pointless. It's just a bunch of rocks burn like dicks. We actually did a lot of upgrading on the inside. If you guys notice that mountain, we're gonna actually build an entire monorail over there because that's where people gotta spawn. So it's gonna be easier to transport.
It'll be so much better when we die in the mine and we need to come back in a hurry.
Right? We upgraded our little kitchen because we actually got another upgrade inside. As you can see, our little area no longer holds our beds and no longer holds anything because we're going to have something extra. We have our supply room full of excitement. Glowstones, iron and ingots, tools, dirt, and this entire angle, this entire section is for tea and fucking tea. Hi TNT, how are you?
Oh, just fine, thank you.
You see, oh wow, TNT. So tell me TNT, what is your specialty?
I like blowing stuff up. Yeah.
But, are you like a suicide bomber?
No, of course not. It's just a noble goal. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, we have a little sunshine. Right there. We have a little sunroof here. Yes, you can't jump, but deal with it. We're tall. And now, remember that room, the cobblestone room? Well, Brandy here had a nice idea to divide it into our own private rooms. So why did you delete your own name
What?
Look, there's no name on this thing.
This is Brandy the host right
I
there.
don't see it.
You're blind, bruh.
I see Mikey the host. I don't see Brandy the host.
Mmm.
I'm lagging.
You're blind, bruh.
I'm not lagging. I don't think I am. I don't see it, but whatever. Maybe it's there.
Mmm. What are you doing?
Let me show you my room first. It's a very nice little room. It's actually very cozy and nice. Cobblestone. I have some seating right here. I'm also going to have a little porn room right here. Just for me and the ladies. Whoever's going to come into our world. Ladies, this room's going to be ours. It has a nice view outside. I will show you outside later. That's right. Bend over. Let's go back. Let's go to Brandy's room. He's more of a scholar. He gets a bigger room, obviously. It leads into the Great Hall. Has a little nice view for looking at him when he's undressed. And he has his own library, which is going to be an enchantment room pretty soon. Obviously, the place is cobblestone. I mean, bright, shiny stone, whatever, glowstone. Alright, so, now you saw our room. What you did not see is how epic we made this freaking city thing be. So let's go back into my room. And I'll show you something pretty cool.
Stop shutting the doors in my face!
I'm sorry. See, maybe his room might have a lot of library books, but my room is its own patio to a private, outside, infinity pool, bitches. Look at the beauty of this place. It didn't take me long to make, but look at this. Infinity pool. Hot Wheels. Beat that.
Isn't a infinity pool supposed to have like this sheer drop off at the edge?
Shut up. Infinity pool.
Okay.
If you don't like sun and you're kind of like a goblin and you don't like outside, we also made, an inside pool for all y'all people. Look at this. A fully laced inside pool for your enjoyment. So guests, our guests of the show, when you really want to take a swim inside, our pool is in your disposal. We also made nice little roads outside from our sandstone. Really pretty, really nice. And of course, the new addition to our building structure. Actually, we have two.
Yeah, you may want to look up Ghosty.
Oh yeah, oh my. But we have a future library. All of this is going to be filled with library books, as well as a second floor. Now, we're guys. Oh shit, got to build this up. Let me just split up. Well, how did this happen? How did this happen?
Gee, I don't know. There might be fire right next to this building.
Maybe you're right. But I don't remember the fire being so violent. Maybe something exploded.
I don't know. Maybe it burnt me to death a couple times while you just watched and laughed.
Oh, I remember that. That was funny. Shut up. Since I have some cobblestone in this list, cobblestone. It's gotta look pretty anyway. So yeah, we will get down to that dirty, nasty, downside business later. But yeah, pretty much, this is our library, future library, like future in-laws. This all gonna be filled with wonderful books, and Brandy's gonna be curator of this library. Now remember, as I said, we're guys, but we're also dirty guys. So if you're a girl and you come here, we're down in the pool, we will see your bottom. If we guys and we see you from the top, we'll see your boobs. I'm a genius because I designed it myself. So you can read a book and take a picture. Read a book and take a picture. Awesome. And there's a little view to the flaming faggotry outside. Or should I say, Flamer Town. A little known fact. We're actually gods. And we needed a worshipping room. So, here we are. In our worshipping room of worshipping.
Ooh, it appears a spider has burnt itself to death in here.
Indeed. It's a very good defensive structure.
I will offer
It
my
burns.
leather.
It burns top and bottom. And I offer some bamboo, I guess. Burn. So yeah, this is where you're gonna worship us. I guess this kind of ends the tour, right? I don't think there's anything else.
You know, I mean, if you still want to show them the magical wasteland that we've been working on for the past few days.
You know what? You're right. Let's go. As you know, guys, we're crazy team. Oh, there's exploding guy. There's exploding guy following you. And a zombie. Don't let him explode our building.
It's fine. I know how to take out a creeper.
So, yeah, actually,
Very.
This is our hugest house. And, you know, we're kind of TNT savvy. And since we have like a million TNTs, we kind of thought it'd be fun to explode our entire island. And actually, we kind of made it into an island now. Before it was a peninsula.
Now it's a wasteland island.
Mm-hmm.
Except our little haven here, right?
At the moment, I am doing this side where I have to flatten out this entire area.
effort. Ass. Ass. Anyway, let's go back into safety before Skeleton kills us all. And let's start covering our topics for today. Sorry for the lengthy... what should I call it? A lengthy creep showing. But, you know, it was necessary because we're epic, bitches. We're epic. It looks really cool, right? Love how it looks. I love how it looks.
I especially love how bright it is when you see it from the spawn.
Yeah, it's so bright, it makes Jesus look dull. And Jesus is a bright man, yo. Have you seen his pictures? He burns like a candle. Ha. Anyway, list of topics. So Brandy is going to go and check out the list of topics, please.
Okay,
we have some wonderful Oh, wait. Well, yeah, list of topics, and we're going to talk about our first topic of the day.
Well, I wrote down both of our topics together. There's fresh off the boat directors, special effects in Machinima, length of the films, frequency of release, female directors, not sure about that one, bad scripting, character development, and genre tipping.
Oh, I like how you added character developing and genre tipping. That's actually two of things that I'm actually looking forward to discussing. However, we have one topic we really have to discuss before this gets any worse. There is something called My Little Pony, My Little Pony. You're gay so much you're picking through. We know what My Little Pony is, you little brawny faggots. Stop bothering us about this. We don't hate ponies. We hate you bronies. Well, hate is a strong word, but we hate how you. We hate how you think My Little Pony is the most amazing show ever. We get it. You like little furry creatures that have an ass the size of a penny and are pink or purple and have dicks on their foreheads, which actually should look like horns. But please, stop bothering us about this. We don't hate you pony-loving pricks. We hate your opinion on the cartoon. It's a cartoon for a 5-year-old girl.
Sonic Rain Boom.
Boom. Seriously. I understand the appeal of little girl ponies talking and you kind of stroking your cock to it, I guess. But don't say that we hate it. It just we find it hilariously funny. I mean, and don't hate on us. I mean, Adventure Time is a funny show, but how often do you see ponies in that show? I think there's one pony in that show. It's like this flying dragon thing or whatever it is.
I don't know. The only horse-related creature I even know of was this, like, I don't know. Both of the characters described it as having poo brain, I think.
Poo, shit brain. Thank you. All right, so let's get out of here. Let's go. I don't know what we're gonna do. We want to build something. No, let's go lace the thing with dirt. Let's go mine some dirt. But yeah, guys, don't hate on us. We just like making fun of ponies and people who watch ponies. I mean, seriously. And you know what? Bronies are really rude people too. They're gonna go all off on you about it.
Remember Edward's? Well, I mean, I guess not Edward, but he does a lot of stuff for Bronies.
Yeah, but that's not the point. It's one thing doing stuff. It's one taking out a machine gun and shooting anybody who says funny things about little pony girls. Hi, come on, yo, hello, you're like 55 years old and you watch pony shows. There's no way I'm not gonna make fun of you. all right, that's covered. Don't hate on us. This is entertainment value, even though I personally couldn't give a fuck about My Little Ponies. I'll be honest, in the 90s, I had a first PC My Little Pony game. That's where you took care of ponies and it was like a side scroller. I remember that, but you don't see me taking out lotion for ponies and then calling myself a brownie. Sounds like a brown-nosing thing, too. Browner.
Ew.
Browner. Alright, so which topic do you want to talk about, Brandy? Since I kind of started off with My Little Faggots, you can talk about something normal.
Well, since we're talking about potentially younger people anyway, how about we start off with fresh off the boat directors?
Yeah, we call them FOBs.
FOBs?
Yeah. Fobs. Fobs? Something like that.
Fobs.
Fobs. Asian people.
that
I don't know
sounds
why.
like...
It just came out. It just came out like that. yeah, fresh off the boat directors. In any case, in a nutshell, what it means is someone who's just starting in a machinima world, and they're about of age of 14, 15, and 16.
Thank you.
And there are exceptions. Brandy is one of them, but he's being sort of guided in the right direction. But then you have these I don't want to be rude because there's a lot of potential in these people, but I just find that their content is a regurgitation. It's like, pretend I ate something nice and then I vomit it, and they take that vomit and they vomit more on it, and then they call it a film, and think that when somebody critiques it, that right away people being bagged on. Personal story. There's this guy who forges, like, he has a big channel for forging, and he went into Machinima world in terms of he made his first Machinima film. I don't know whether I should name the person, but I kind of really want to.
Keep it quiet for right now.
But alright, but in any case, person made a Machinima, and I'll be dead honest, I didn't say one bad word about it. All I said is that the camera angles were a bit too long. I thought that it was drawn out to the point where it became a bit stale towards the middle of it, and that the premise, while awesome and kick-ass, it's not really that original. You won't believe the backlash I got. First of all, I enjoyed the guy's stuff, and whenever I posted on his channel or on his videos, I'm like, hey, cool stuff, dude, good job, and he seemed to be fine with that. But the moment I take out my thinking hat and trying to help the kid, all of a sudden he turns into this prick. And I don't mean like prick who just being on purpose. It's like God honest prick. He insults me, degrades me, and then he has his freaking followers bitch on me, go on my channel and bitch on me for stating something obvious in an actually really nice manner. I mean, Brandon can vouch that I can be extremely nice with critique. The love of the forge balls, the love of the balls, I critiqued the shit out of it, and Brandon didn't get hurt once. I mean, I don't think he did.
I cry sometimes.
Hey, you kind of not proving my point. people don't know you're joking. And it's like that for almost every single new director. It's like, oh, why are you bagging on me, you little big prick? You should be helping me and supporting me. That is why my opinion on the new people who are 14, 15, 16 years of age who go into Machinima, unoriginal stories, regurgitated shit that they consider to be unique and ever best made. I'm not talking about camera, I'm not talking about voice acting. All of that comes with experience. I never judge Machinima based on those things, not unless it's from somebody who I know for a fact has the ability to actually work and create normal content in terms of voice acting and body acting and camera. But when I see these new Machinima directors, all I care about their story. If it's crap, I'm sorry, you're crap. Nothing original, nothing new. You're nobody, and will never be it. Will be a nobody until you actually get something original out. Brandon, your opinion?
Well, I like how lots of people want to get into Machinima because, hey, it's a story, you want to share it. And if you don't know how to take some sort of guidance, advice, because you're too good for that?
No, you're a stuck-up son of a bitch who doesn't understand that you're sucked balls.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I really don't think anyone should ever review somebody else's Machinima unless it's like your own opinion, but sometimes people don't know what they're talking about, some people don't even know what they're doing, and how can you review a Machinima that even the director didn't know what he was doing? So
I like that. That's actually a very good thing. Even the director doesn't know what he's doing. And it's not, Brandon, I'm sure you don't mean it in a bad way. You just mean it as in, it's a new person. How can you even consider remotely judging it? It's like taking a, let me tell you that. It's like going to a zoo for the first time.
And just going,
and and you know what? No, and you know, like, there is no maps in the zoo. And all of a sudden, you ask somebody for directions. Hey, how do I get to a lion's gate? And all of a sudden, the person turns around and flips you off. It's like, yo, fuckhead, Find your own fucking way. That's how it sounds like. That's exactly what it is. You take somebody who's new and you bash them into the ground instead of helping them. That's sad. Very sad.
Blech.
Yeah.
And,
Alright, so
yeah.
Go ahead.
Now, if there's a lack of originality, I think it's mostly because, well, one, most people are just too lazy to get it done.
Are we gonna bring out that guy who's trying to work to build his own fame on somebody else's series, just as an example?
Well, if you want to use that, then yeah, some people just they don't have their own imagination. They can't just figure out a story. Like most of the time, people would take their I guess they would use a show they've watched as a muse. Personally, Love of the Balls came from a certain, I don't know.
It was a typical love story, but the goal wasn't to create something new. The goal was to create it, to practice. And none of us, neither you nor I, never claimed it to be something special and unique. It was what it was. It was an attempt at making a love story in a Machinima world in terms of Halo.
Yeah, I've kind of seen a whole bunch of little videos where
Precisely.
let's just say like most romance films in Machinima are better suited for comedy than actual drama or anything.
Well, I mean, not to say anything, but I'm pretty sure episode 10 and 11 of Elites of War kind of tries to bridge that gap of intimacy and sort of this comedy outlook on things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we kind of not doing a bad job at it either.
Yeah. But that kind of brings me up to one of the other topics I may want to shift to before we start doing any other thing.
All right, go ahead.
Was le genre tipping.
Well, since you started off, who started off with the? Yeah, I started off with that. So go ahead.
Okay, my definition of genre tipping is when someone goes from one genre of something to the other in such a jarring manner that you're like, what the hell? It's like 1 minute you're running, screaming from monsters, and then the next second, the characters just stop and start debating about whether or not they could sit in a closet or sit in a garbage can. Like, what? Why? What? And then like...
All right. Go ahead. I actually have a very good thing to say about that.
Okay,
go ahead.
Go for it.
No. You started. Continue.
Okay then. I guess I'm not gonna state any examples because I'm sure we all know what I'm talking about.
By this time, people know which one we're talking about, but I actually have something else in mind that I can describe. But yeah, continue.
Now, when you go from something like horror, like this is actually a very big trope that happens in most horror games, like Dead Space, and, you know, whatever we were talking about earlier. Like, Dead Space 1 is scary as hell. I mean, it's just you stuck on an abandoned ship with a whole bunch of alien monsters and zombies and all sorts of nasties that try to eat your face.
You know,
off.
I'd call it mutations, not zombies per se. Because they don't actually die. They mutate. That's a big difference.
Well, I mean, they don't have their consciousness anymore.
But they're not mindless. They kind of behave strategically. They go into a vent to flank you. Because it's not like brain dead.
Well, think about it. The that weird little spawning thing that's always stuck to the wall. That fat.
Well, that's
thing
more of
that
that's a
screams
growth.
at you.
That's kind of parasitic growth. Anyway, whatever. That's not important.
Okay, but everybody knows that Dead Space was scary, and that's great. Dead Space 2 came along, and, you know, it still had scary aspects, but some of it wasn't remembered as much. You don't remember the jump scare as much as you remember the time Isaac Clarke, a freaking engineer, comes along and uses rocket thrusters to rocket through falling satellite pieces just so you can crash into a little chute no more than like 4 feet.
You're forgetting something. You're forgetting something. The game's job is not to give you a genre. It's to give you a story. Dead Space 1 was about a lost mining ship, while Dead Space 2 is about an entire city in space. It's not about a lost ship that can be used as a scare factor. Now you're changing the genre of the story. It's like your genre tipping. However, it's not based on what people want. It's based on the story that's being told. Now you're Isaac Clarke. You've been recovered 2 years later, I think it was. I forgot exactly how. You're going insane, and people want to study you. And you wake up this one day, and all hell breaks loose. Same hell you fought on Ishimura. Now you're fighting in the civilian-based environment where soldiers, civilians, babies that explode. You're Isaac Clarke, and you know what to do because you experienced it already.
Yes.
What is the
pretty sure you could do without having to use like rocket thrusters and Iron Man-like attachments to your suit.
But now you're not a simple Isaac Clarke engineer. Now you're an experienced, aka soldier. You're now a soldier. You're not an engineer. Isaac Clarke changed from being a wimp engineer, not knowing what's going on. He now has personality, a character. He's mentally unstable. He's being haunted by a ghost, by a vision of his dead girlfriend. It's different. It's a story-driven piece. And people say, yes, it's not that scary. I agree. But I remember a lot more moments from Dead Space 2 than I do from Dead Space 1. I'll be honest, the thing that I remember from Dead Space 1 is final boss fight. And the first time I see a guy banging his head. And every single encounter with his girlfriend. From Dead Space 2, every amazing set piece. From mining through the rocks, I think it was that, yeah. To the flight through the space. To meeting your first brute. To being shot at by a helicopter. To getting your eyeballs really pretty much pierced through. All of that is more memorable than some petty scares and noises in the background.